John from JO Ventures Outdoors, and I'm here with you for another video, and this is something a little different. This is a truck video, and I've been kind of wanting to do a face-forward video for a little bit, and I thought I would, had a little time at lunch today, thought I would squeeze in a video here and show you some of my flea market finds from this past weekend, and just say, if you got a local flea market or antique stores, go out and check them, because it's a lot of fun to hunt knives at those locations and support your local vendors and businesses. And I really enjoy our flea market. It's real close to my house and to our house here, and first Sunday of every month during the season. So it's a lot of fun. I find some good stuff. So here, I'll show you what I found. So at the first vendor that I went to, I found, first of all, a barlow. It's a real nice barlow here. It's a Kutmaster. I don't know if you can see that tang stamp there, Kutmaster USA. Really good shape. Two-blade barlow. See if I can get this second blade open here. Ooh, she's tight. Yeah, it needs a little cleaning yet. So, so I'll do a little clean on that. But I really like Kutmaster. So I found that one. I don't know. I think I paid about maybe $8 for that, maybe less than that. At that same vendor, I found a Colonial Forest Master, and you can see that there. And it says Colonial on the tang stamp, and has that main blade there. Has half stops there, right there. It has the old style can opener. You can see that there. Old style can opener. Hopefully this is focusing good enough for you. And this is just in great shape. It's not the clamshell covers on it. It's the actual pin covers. And it says Forest Master right on there. So those were really good finds. That was all at the same vendor. Also, I saw this knife. It looked just like this. It was laying on the table for $3. And I looked at the tang stamp, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but it says Victorinox. And this, I looked it up. See, it's got that curved serrated blade. I looked that up, and that is a folding baker's knife. Folding baker's knife. And it goes normally on the website that I found for $25. I got this for $2. $2. So I couldn't pass that up. Real thin aluminum handles there. Really nice. And then I went to another vendor. Well, actually, one more thing at that vendor. Oh, how could I forget this? I saw a bunch of fixed blades sitting there, and I usually don't look at those. I saw a bunch of fixed blades, and I saw this one. And if you are familiar with Westerns, that is a Western 648A, and it was in terrible shape. And I did some cleaning on it, and it was really, really rusty. I'll put a picture up on the screen to show you what it looked like. But you can see the sheath. I cleaned the sheath and everything. Cleaned the handle real good. Got all the rust off of there, and it says Western right there. And if I was in my normal setup, you'd be able to see that a little bit better, which is why I don't normally do these. But there on the other side of the guard, right here, it says 648A. So I consulted with Big J and asked him what he thought it was, and he nailed it, 648. And you can kind of see there. All she needs right now is a little bit of sharpening, and that'll make a really nice fixed blade. So very cool find. I paid $10 for that. So then in another booth, I found this one. This is actually a Ranger USA. It's a Stockman. I don't know if I can get all the blades out or not, but it's in pretty rough shape, but I only paid like $3 for it. There's the other two blades. It's got these yellow, which might be a composite or Delrin handles, but it looked like a fun knife to fix up, and I like Ranger knives, so I picked that up for $3. And then another vendor. I found this one. It's called an old Cutler, and never heard of that brand before. It's a Stockman, large Stockman, but there it is. Get that out there for you. But I thought it was in great shape. It needs a little cleaning and probably some sharpening. But this particular brand's made by Colonial, and I didn't know that. And I just thought this was a great large Stockman. Love the covers on it, the jigging, and picked that up. I paid $20 for it. I thought that was maybe a little much, but I liked the knife enough, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I picked that up. The last booth I went to, I found a real gem. You see those cases with the glass on them, and I'm just zeroed in on those, and I've never seen this vendor there before, but I saw this inside the case, and it didn't look like this. It was pretty rusty, and I asked the lady, I said, well, how much you want for that? And you won't believe that. Well, first of all, I looked to see what was inside, and I was very pleased to see that indeed it was a Leatherman PST, one of the original Leatherman tools, of which I already have one that I've used for years. And she wanted $3 for this, and I said, yes, I will take that, of course. And the sheath is in pretty bad shape, but I cleaned it up and cleaned up the, you can see it's chewed up a little bit there, and it's torn right there, but it's still very usable. In fact, several years ago, I made a sheath for a Leatherman PST, so I have a spare that I can use, and I can put away my Leatherman PST that I've used for years, put it away and keep it, and I've been carrying this one. But for $3, I put a little work on both the tool and the sheath. But the good thing about this, which was surprising, is that all the tools are intact. There it is, Leatherman USA. Hopefully you can see that. And it says Portland, Oregon over here. Portland, Oregon, Leatherman. All the tools are in shape. For a Leatherman PST, you've got the can opener, bottle opener, the Phillips screwdriver, the small screwdriver, and the file. You have the pliers, of course, and the wire cutters. And even the blade, which usually has the tip broke off, I even broke the tip off of mine, is in great shape. You've got the punch or awl, and then you have this screwdriver and the mid-size screwdriver there. The larger screwdriver and mid-side. They were all in good shape, and all she wanted was $3 because it was really rusty. I soaked it in some mineral oil, did a little scrubbing on it, and it turned out great. And so I thought that was incredible. Both that and the Western were well worth my time hunting over there. And so, yeah, if you got a local flea market, get out there and look at them, because you never know what you're going to find, and you can find some really great deals. And so with that, I'll probably put some other pictures up here after this, a little slideshow so you can see them a little closer, because this was a little difficult, but thought this would be something different to try, and I thank you all for watching.